We can log on that by D. That ain't supposed to be there. I don't know, did my kit maybe not run on this Windows? I thought it did. I mean, that wasn't in dev. Those ain't there. Huh. Okay, that's the actual drivers I just deleted. So I might be in trouble on the reboot. There's the mouse class locked by deleted files. Here's the service. We'll start with that in there. Here's the brain. Term INPT. That's it. The other one's probably just, you know, term serve. We'll leave it for now. Maybe it's DOS. Probably not, though. Here's how you disable TCP/6. And look, the whole mouse class has crap in it. That's not good. Can't remote control my computer. They never miss. Yeah, they probably deployed someone for my case. Right, we gotta get this guy's hard drive, man. Disable the virtual volume shadow copy in the Hyper-V space dump at the spaceport. Literally all service names. Make a whole Star Wars sentence out of these things. He's downloading the persistent memory module. Deploy the Hyper-V. Meet him at the spaceport. We got a space dump. It's not gonna boot up. I don't know, maybe I just never did this one. And that's why. The Terminator put. Term in puts. Term in aider put. Oh, these files make Rust go slow. They have to be deleted. CMOS disabled sound card. This is actually a Sound Blaster right here. I don't got the driver on, which is not good for it. But Windows should be alright. I don't actually have 6 hard drives. I don't know what's going on here. It's probably this thing. Okay, so here's a few that popped up because I deleted their things. So you really want to look at, you know, KS filter is the problem. These don't have system drivers, but the INF keeps trying to put them back, and that's a touchy thing to mess with that one. So I advise avoid KS. Kernel streaming proxy, like I don't even know what it means. It doesn't know what those are. You can't run them. It's got its own class. It's like a hard drive thing, whatever this is. VHD. So if it were in one of those classes and I disabled it, it's going to try and load it like it was a mouse. The computer's not going to turn on. You see? In the same place as the standard stuff you need to run the PC. be able to tell if my kit ran. I don't want to run it because it adds stuff that I already deleted. I know a way to search it. Well, this stuff's supposed to be gone. Oops. I don't know, maybe I'm on the wrong Windows. There's no easy way to tell. I'm pretty sure my kit ran. Anything that says volume snapshot, it doesn't need to know about it because it doesn't exist. Oh, here's your computer name, aka host name. And it does in the TCP as well, not just there. Yeah, this ain't gonna boot up again. Have fun now. Could reinstall Windows soon. So the drivers are like still there, but they're unbound to the disk. I know that. I would have seen them by now. Because I searched VolSnap, and that takes you to the classes for like your hard drive the same way the remote mouse and keyboard bind into that. So I just lazy cleaned it, or my script just changed, or these things changed. Something's changing. So it got an update, and maybe it did like an fski scan now, I don't know. And it just added all the components just like Linux would. You know, each one of these SXS folders that I'm deleting are like a Linux component. I'm basically typing, you know, sudo apt remove or uninstall, but Windows don't let you do it that way. It's their package. You don't mess with the package. VolSnap, IO rate, ready boost, VirDrive root. There's so much more. And this root. Why didn't I get these? And this hyphen root. Maybe I booted to the wrong Windows. I don't think so, because it had all those extra services with just the disabled entry, which means I deleted them with my script first, and then it adds it back like a new with disabled, even though it's like gone. That itself could crash it just by telling it that that thing exists. It might look for the system file and not run, you know, or another service depends on it. VolSnap, ready boost, IO rate, FVEvol, okay. FVE Sky. And dump FVE. This is new on there. So I could save a copy of the registry after I delete all this stuff and then just make it a script, but I'd still have to worry about the files. So I must have just deleted the services and got lucky because the system file was renamed. But if the system file is there, it gets checked at boot. And if it's some kind of like, you know, wants to do something at boot, which a lot of those do, you're not starting up, even if you have the service disabled. Some are the other way around, where you just disable the service and you don't need to mess with the system. Okay, so it's got these things. Just do system drive zvoid dump, and we're gonna do dump. No. So it wants to do it in a folder, a file. So we make it a folder. If it wanted to do it in a folder, like this one, we'll make that one a file. So there is no dumps. Attrib read only, system hidden, dump. Attrib dump. And it's done. So you want it to sometimes go to a certain place. Mini dump. So that one will become a file. You're not going in there. So that's done. Enable log, I don't think so. So that's some kind of like virtual machine type of stuff. I know what crash controls looked like for years, and that's not supposed to be in it. So now we'll get FVE Sky, and then there's like cloud something. It's like cloud cache. I probably already deleted it. Hyper video. This is gone. Oh, it's still there somehow. I don't know how. So there's those two things. S startup. The other one was SS. QRS. I don't remember. You're supposed to search them after you delete them. Doesn't really matter, but you know, I could be missing 1 frame a second per 100 of these I forget to delete. So that's that. And we just do hyper video. Thought I already did it. But you know, virtual drive root, NDisk, kernel debug, BitLocker, all those are like right here, and you can't just right click disable them like that. You can't do that to them. You have to know how to remove them. The other ones like terminal remote, those UMBus, UMPass, terminal services, you know, just loaded, and you can only see them with the hidden on too. It's trash. So I'm looking at a reboot, I think. Did a lot. Probably won't come back. So tired of this one too. Serial and serial enumerator. I always wondered what Serenum was. I knew what Ironum was. It was an infrared. They don't put that service in Windows anymore. This is definitely KD Nick. I don't know how it's popping up again. It's either that or if it's my Wi-Fi. Let's just check KD Nick. Yeah, like, what? See, these end parts change. And I don't know how to use the DOS search just yet, so... You know, my script may not work later on. I mean, it'll get the ones in the system folder forever if I stop making the scripts. Alright, I guess RCV in case something crashes, I guess. It's probably going to. Super good ping to my CPU. Let's go. Mouse is here. Desktop. And we're still at 8300. The threads look a little lower though. Look at that. We're actually lower than 8300. We hit under 8,000. We have to get to 7,000 to get Windows 7 tier. Coincidentally, 7,000. Someone must have planned that exactly. Well, actually, it's only 7,000 after I remove everything from Windows 7, which I probably will never do again since Rust won't play it anymore. Face punch. Why would you do that? People that are hacking in Windows 7, they know how to install their GPU without an official driver. Oh my god. You can see through the walls. It doesn't render fences on my GPU. I can see straight through fences, but I can't shoot through them, and I don't know where the holes are to crawl through. So it's trash. Look at that. It's sitting. So I gotta save an image of this now. This is insane. Let's check the RAM. Super huge. Oh my god, why? The hell is using all that? Current physical memory 676. Comet charge 1.8. That's the total. And where is the page? Page pool, only a couple hundred. So how does it say so much? Empty them. What does that do? Alright, so we'll just save the image. Yeah, I don't know why that's so much. It's probably all my GPU stuff. It wouldn't be that much without the GPU. But it's looking better now. There's still a couple little Hyper-Vs hanging out, but we get the main ones, the VM bus, all that. All those WV mix. They're probably actually still around. Oh, I think I got them. Yeah, there's no WVM. This is super, super cleaned. But anyway, I wanted to go look at, say, thumb cache. Like, I have a kit that I'm pretty sure I added a new copy of it. Like, I use a copy of my script that's way newer. Like, I've made so many changes to it. We'll just go notepad D A1 thumb cache.bat. No. Okay, so it don't really have the thumb stuff in there. It's obviously missing a few here. But we're seeing that this is a later on in the search usually, so I clearly got a lot of it with my script. Just these are probably new ones or something. But there's a lot of ways you gotta search for the thumb cache. Whoa. So all these 0 files are probably read-only system hidden. So we'll just do those right there. We got the nail cache. But these basically need to be copied into default user 0, although it's not creating any, because that's a good example of the work. These files aren't created into the C/user/default user 0 because it doesn't work. It's not a thing anymore. So we'll do PL extension. Thumbnail, and we got the MS3Ds. Just get them all. Thumb EXT. Suit policy, alright. Shell group policy. Probably shouldn't have did it like that. cache. Thumb.ext. Thumb. Yeah, I probably got lazy with this. But yeah, there's no thumbnail cache there, but there will be nail cache, because I probably was lazy. But I searched thumb.ext, thumbnail extraction, and so on with those. Basically just search the DLL. Like, I don't need a disable thumbnail cache because, you know, I should probably delete that out of there. Look, don't even have the right settings here. No autocomplete. See how many group policy things I got? Like, it's loaded with things that I would be like, oh, this is a hidden registry, no publishing, and it's just something that Windows can do for you. No one gets this thumbnail. These are the hidden services names. I have no idea what any of them are. This is like top level stuff. You could tell by the way they wrote these that it was the C++ coder for Windows that did these. Whoa. Hidden users in my own computer. Record. Yeah, I don't need my SSD writing, like, images and stuff with whatever this virus program is. Look how goofy they got it. Nail cache. There it is, thumb.ext and thumbnail.ext. So I have to search regular thumbnail, thumbnail extraction. I think these are only used for like now we're at WoW 64, so everything over again. Care about that stuff. Explorer, WebView, I don't care. I don't use Explorer. I mean, it opens when you're searching to open or save a file. That's Explorer, but that's like the built-in part. Data collection. That's it for nail cache. But I should be saving every, like, thing it puts up here to a file, and then just add reg delete to that. That way the next time. It must have been an update, because I'm 100% this is the one that I ran my kit on. It is. I have it saved as an image. This is masterpul2.image or WIM. So it saves it to a WIM file and you can burn it to a DVD. So if you just search thumbnail, regular, and you search, I think, thumb cache space, Windows theme thumbnail. Get rid of them all. Callback, we don't want to mess with that. Count picture thumbnail, leave that. Okay, thumbnail cutoff. Delete that. Please. Window tab thumbnail. Type event handler. So when you start typing, it's like your CPU's going off. Window tab thumbnail. It's a whole app ID, a whole interface. This is a library for, like, you know, this will probably crash the whole computer if I delete too many of these weird ones. But I'm pretty sure thumbnail cutoff just has to be removed. It's trying to interact with the DLL that's gone, probably. Somewhere in the kernel is a whole library of stuff for just the DLL, so this gets really hard just for the thumbnails. I probably didn't do it on this particular install. I usually don't do this. Theme thumbnail. It's like a whole app ID. Have to get it. There it is. ThemeUI.dll. So ThemeUI will run. We'll let that alone, but we won't leave that. I didn't delete it from the first part. I'm in WoW 64. So here's a shell thumbnail. Window tab. I'll just delete them. Whatever. Events and stuff. Hopefully it boots. We should have reset already and just made a copy before doing all this. iThumbnail handler. Okay. But that uses DOA. That's like the shell's app ID. You can't really mess with that DOA one. So right here it says show thumbnail. Just delete it. It doesn't interact with that type of code. This whole disable thing, you have to leave that. Num thumbnails. Number of thumbnails, 0. Go through the secpol, and I'm really looking for these caches where it keeps stuff like recycle bin and other things. Windowing environment thumbnail. So I'm probably like messing with Alt-Tab or something, deleting random things. It's not part of the method to do these ones. Okay, so here we are at some app v stuff. So that is the thing we're really supposed to be looking for. Take out @v. I probably just left it. I'm pretty sure I went through this one and I just left the @v one there. But this whole like taskbar, like check for the thumbnail stuff, I really don't think it should be there because I don't have the DLL that, so whether it's on or off is relevant. It might be bad to try and set it on or off when it's gone. Damn, there's still more hidden like runs going on. It's insane. That's how OneDrive starts up. So there's like Explorer startup approved. Save thumbnail. Always hibernate thumbnails. Like I would just delete this whole thing, you know? This whole visual effect or whatever. I don't even know what that is. I just don't like it. Here's the actual setting. I know it's on icons. Okay, here it is. Volume caches. Thumbnail cache. And it's got a little GUID. Got like your little folders and stuff. I want to delete them all. Preview handlers. Okay, so we're out of the actual settings, finally. That's just for one little thing. Thing's going to be loaded. Oh, nice. Desktop thumbnail device. Experiment. Experiment time. The Alt-Tab thumbnail. I know that's what that is. I don't have it enabled. I have Cool Switch. That's what Cool Switch looks like. Switch item thumbnail button. We're just going way too far overboard here. Had some good luck earlier. So I really am supposed to just search this. DWM, delete, should be in a volume cache right here, and we'll be out soon. This whole social thing is APIs. I could probably delete them all. This whole social info thing. We're just doing a thumbnail for now. See how much stuff Windows can do? Like while you're playing a game? It's not cool. Not cool, bud. Startup approved, huh? Group policy. This whole speech stuff, I thought I got rid of it. Let's type like, okay. So I definitely deleted a lot from here. You see how it just keeps going on and on with these settings? You think you disabled something, there's 20 other users that have it on. You don't know what they are, where they are, what things open them. Just beyond annoying. Web check. Supposed to be off. Haven't even gone through with that. One time it turned my net off. Messing with web check. Let's check for this one real quick. If this is here, there's a problem. Doesn't look like it's there. The old reboot. I'm amazed every time it starts up after what I'm doing to this OS. The font drive hosts can be closed. You won't be able to read a whole lot of stuff. So it can only be done with certain games. Let's see what type of offenders are still left. Vowel snap. So there's RAID 5. I've gotten rid of this file before. I'm not going to do it now. I'm probably done editing for now. This has to go. Whatever that is. Looks like it's gone. But the registry contains more, as it was just shown as a service left, and it's one of the system drivers that is removed. There's a couple, I don't know if this is the persistent PMEM, there's another one, but the virtual, hyper virtual, whatever the stuff people are using, Windows keeps adding, uses it. So look, it's led me to even more stuff. RFX VMT. Never seen it before. Remote FX. If it says remote, it offends me. RFCOM isn't completely removed either. And look, it leads you to even another file that you have to go search. So I'm searching Synth 3D, but I can hold TDI BTH on Control Paste. So I've lost this on Control Paste, but I can keep going. There it is right there. Glad there's not even another file here. It just links through basic, it's like a basic hacker trying to hide itself. And it's just smarter than the average person. Whatever machine, you know, whatever AI programmed all this crap into your RY service, that's the RDX radar. Your computer doesn't need radar to play Rust. So it's WSynth now. It's changed its name. We were searching the wrong one. But I got it with the Synth 3D search earlier. It's gone. You know, and I can't delete all the Intel stuff because what if someone with the Intel processor uses my script? I can get rid of charge arbitration. I don't know if my current build... No, it's gone. But I didn't search charge arb. Charge arb. So that's all for synth. So a lot of these are, oh my god, what's that? Cloud managed update. Alright, so that's gotta go. I don't know what that was. Something XP enabled 0. Doesn't seem like a setting I would have ever known about. So here's just the PNP locks for Windows setup. These aren't matter. But you'll get to a folder called root enum. Look, the service is even still here. And the enum root will have the stuff that device manager shows. And that will have things like ndisvirt, virtual enumerator, virtual drive root, VDRV root. It has right now spaceport. It has that's where Hyper-V video.sys goes. Like if you disable this stupid Hyper-V thing for video, the computer doesn't start up because it's a root enumerated device. So another example of one of those would be this one, and these two. So these just like dumb, just crap devices in the middle. You know, go to the details, it's going to say root on it. Well, maybe it's just SWD right now. see what else we got. But yeah, all the ones that were in system, the main area, are the ones that I tried to get rid of. Because they're on every version of Windows. Okay, here is maybe not space, yeah, so root spaceport. That's one I've been looking at for a while, but it's like, what does it even do? Like, which files do my hard drive need right now? If I type spaceport, is it open? Yeah, it's for some reason open. No one knows what it does. Storage spaces controller. That's like connecting your hard drive to the internet or something nasty, and no one understands it at all. The only way you can find out what this is and how it works is find the space dump file. And someone would have scanned this file for what's known as PDB symbols. And that's like a C++ library, like you set your block of code to this word and they're searching what those words are and like trying to call it with like a hack or something from the DLL. I don't know. But I do know we're in root now, and here's what's left. So we do have a couple. This one, and this one have to go. I remember when there was only like 2 things in here, and now it's just loaded with crap. Like, what is all this? Volume manager. What's that do? You know? So I'm definitely gonna get rid of CAD. We're here for charge RB. We're gonna get RBP bus. And it's already gone. So that's gone. TS-USB is always there because every time I mess with it I probably break the computer, and it just has like 900 things attached to it. There's like 900 different files right now I could search. So tsusb hub.inf is probably going to link to this right there. But we'll just save it for now. So we'll just save some text for, and I've crushed this thing before. Looks like I'm going to have to reg search that. That's probably not going to boot. So TSUSB, continuing down. They all say TSUSB in it, so that's gonna get me good because I'll be able to search them all with just one word. At least for the system file, hopefully. There's a lot of other stuff like this DLL here. And look, it's going right where, you know, my GPU installs this Vulkan stuff. Here's some printer stuff. Don't really need it. Rapid fire, if you're using AMD, get rid of rapid fire. So I'm going to try and see where that is right now. Take that out. OpenCL is broken. I don't know if anyone knows, but my Radeon don't open without that error. Rapid fire. That's some sort of internet thing. I just do that in case I need to fix it later. But my OpenCL is like different for them. Like there's even different ones for Windows. So this has got to be some kind of like internet file. It's the same one AMD. It's 369. So it says sysfile64. That's a 32-bit Windows folder. But up here, we got a bigger version of it here, which is probably going to be the real 32-bit. I believe 32-bit files are bigger. Or no, it's the other way around. So maybe they're not lying there. So rapid fire is gone. Something else I just deleted from here. TS USB. Yeah, there's just tons of TS remote control stuff. Like I shouldn't be doing all these without committing to it and wanting to go get all these. Like I didn't even get these. Like UMPass and UMBus are root system things that should be completely cleaned out if they're disabled, but for some reason a lot of stuff is not deleted. That's a good example though. Hopefully people will learn. Yeah, this definitely will stop you from logging on. This is probably something I probably did all the TS system files and didn't get this remote desktop WinLogon group policy extension, so I was never able to log on at some point. This is disabled, but it's still opening. That controls your internet. It limits you. You don't want your internet limited when you're competing. That's all I have to say there. So now we've got 1020 services. I'm just going to do the ones that say TS USB. Hopefully I don't mess up. So TS generic USB has to go. Alright, maybe one more TS gen. Oh, TS General WebM. TS Gen WebM. WebM is event log. There are literally thousands and thousands of these like hidden apps that just reference a DLL, and it just loads its DLL like a virus. It's like a hack. And look, here we are. Let's go WebM Ridge. So that wasn't renamed for some reason. Let's see what kind of damage I've been incurring. Alright. Usually there's like 20,000 things accessing the like utilities in there. It's like event systems folder. They don't tell you that though. So we'll just clear that out. And do an extra test by renaming it. So we'll rename both of them. See, it's probably not going to give us a problem. It's just event system. Provider's already been destroyed. Performance data. So it's doing stuff. There's really no way to check, but that's all binary. Don't need it. There's only this. And I don't, it doesn't really work. It's a data collector set, and the CIA uses them to hack you. So an event is something that happened, but when they set an event in the future, it happens. It's kind of like a scheduled task, but like 5,000 times harder. I don't have scheduled tasks. I didn't even run the ones that Windows Setup does when it first detects a new system. Here's my personal ASUS Dredge virus folder. So the Dredge only showed me 5 things, and it was my own motherboard's like personal spyware. And now it has all these others in there. So that Dredge folder can go. And not only the Dredge folder, but all the entries in WDM, if you're not deleting the whole WebM folder. And you've got these encoders. We don't have those. You're not encoding and decoding text to some like funky like code, so when you send it through my router to your like company, screw them. I don't know what those are. There's nothing even in the root. Okay, let's see, Auto recover MOFs showed every list of the 2,000 things I deleted. Enable events was on. It's got this where it's like looking for something. Event stuff. Any binary is deleted. Default drivers. Needs loading. That means it's never been run. That will change to a 0 after it's been run. And then another one will add here maybe, and it will say 1 like it's already on. So it tells itself when it needs to like do this task to you. And I don't know really what the Dredge is. Ooh, look at that one. Go to my incomplete master ownage reg key found. I've never seen that it put it there itself. It's crushed. It didn't have anything open. Nothing was accessing the actual folder in System32. This is just regular. Oh, there's another WebM though, so it's going to run into that probably. It's the WoW 64 version. So right now, when I run Rust, Easy Anti-Cheat's going to open to WoW 64, which is 32-bit Windows. And I know this because I renamed Run DLL32. So any sort of things I need, like say ncpa.cpl, won't run right now, but this will. That other was my network pairs my sound. So that had to run through Explorer, I believe. No, it doesn't. The other one does. That's why I can't get to the network anymore, because Explorer's broken. So run DLL32 just to open this and change my stuff. Now, if I really want to play Rust, this file's not going to be open, because so many programs run this. So many. And none of them need it. And this is in System32. I'm pointing at my screen with my finger in real life. Someone's here. So when Rust opens, it's going to use C/Windows/WoW64. And Windows don't use the WoW64 version for not anything I've seen. So for some reason we got lucky that we can rename DLL host and run DLL32 and still play a Steam game. But make sure all your settings are good. Look at this nasty right here. It gave me a GUID on its name. It's probably just like some noob left it there. Man, I really hope it boots. I'm supposed to save an image like an hour ago, and I just keep deleting stuff. Look at this. How are those there? Because you have to close it and open it again. No, it's still there. Somehow. Well, I don't know. I think it just saves it because that's what it's got from services.exe. So when you restart, they're gone. But I might not get back. Perception simulation. Delete the whole service. I don't disable them anymore. Perception seems like a good all delete thing. So we got perception, Xbox, Hyper-V, speech, migration, MIGWiz. It's really open, and I'm trying to delete it. Awesome. That's not good. DWM is gonna crash, and I'm never gonna be allowed in the computer again. So 1176 is... Alright, it's just me. What? Perception simulation. I have to search that. Or DWM will probably never put it. Oh no! The whole screen flashed. I found it, guys. They're perceiving inside our computer as we play the game. Look at what it did to the screen. I've never seen that happen. Look, I got one to delete. I'll get them all one by one. Oops. This doesn't update. But we can see where it's looking for these files to open them. It's some kind of an extension inside current version. This is like right in my face and I didn't notice it. Windows software. Current version. So there they are. What the hell is that? I was expecting like DLL files to be in here. So I'm just gonna delete the whole key. I don't even know what that is. So perception. We just really have to search and delete everything that it shows with that word. Percept. Look, it's launching. Whatever this is, you won't be able to detect that. It'll pop open for 1 second. I think it's already looking better. Computer's already happier that this thing's going away, whatever it is. I thought it was like, you know, oops. Photo acquire. You see that? That's like the photo metadata handler. It searches your computer for you-know-who. Calibration runtime. Hand tracker. It's able to get my hands. But look, it's got these other app IDs, and I'm supposed to be taking them all down, but I'll just grab one. Surface reconstruction simulate. Come on, dude. How many of these are there? We're not even out of the digits yet. There's its PS factory buffer, no name, just a DLL in there. You have to like know what you're looking for with those. So something that calls this DLL is going to look for all these and like, I don't know what I just deleted there. Virtual display. Look, a no-namer. Literally no name on it. Just a DLL. So we're in E, about to be in F, and then it'll be WOW 64. Your interfaces as well. Darn. So we're looking at double what I just did. So let's turn up the speed. This is a big one. I didn't expect this many for one little DLL. Remote. I saw a remote. I can see why it has so much stuff. Anything else have that much stuff? TS USB. So they can plug in a mouse on their computer and it installs a driver for your computer so they can just like transfer the raw data of the hardware to your CPU and just like control you. With the Sleep Study Helper and the Spaceport, they're definitely launching Hyper-V's deployment kits. Typed event handler for the perception thing. Come on, dude. Those are only supposed to be for viruses. I thought you were a normal thing. Apparently we have to escalate your level. We're still in the digits. And these are interfaces. This isn't just app IDs. These are like huge things here. And there are so many of them for each one. Like if I were to search that, there'd be like 20 things for each one of these. So basically I have to search everything I deleted and look at everything I deleted with the registry comparison tool and just get all these. Obviously a lot are the same. That's an interface. We'll hold on to that one instead of whatever I had on paste. So you can see the stub is still a stain. So we just grabbed a proxy stub. That's what we're holding on paste. That will take us to more places. One F, 2. Come on. There's one other thing that has this much stuff, now that we're seeing it face to face. It's the event system. And it takes like 3 hours to remove manually by hand, the way I'm doing right now with this thing. I don't know if the computer's going to run after this. I keep seeing event stuff up there in the top right corner. So the selector is going on the right. I can't just press F3 to search next and delete. I have to press Shift Tab delete. So right now I'm using my mouse. For that I have to look down at the bottom left to see that I'm clicking the right thing here. That's so many interfaces. But there's like that something reality like service, and it's just for like Oculus Rifts or something. or like the headsets, but this is something else. So since these are in interfaces, or the other place would be like, not libraries, I think, there might not be a WoW 64 version of it. This makes you better at Rust to do this, because my hands are working mechanically and it forces my brain to connect neurons to where my muscles have some sort of neural link. So the muscles that are more active, the neuron to them, so your nervous system in your finger becomes like stronger. Alright, so this is what's known as a 3 key, even though they all look the same, and it's 4 keys that actually match. And this is weird, it changes on the first 4, or the last part, but the first 4 are the same. So I really have to notepad it now. So I would take this part right here, type it 3 times so I know that it's a 3 key, even though it's 4. Sometimes the thing goes longer, and that will help you find how many more there are. And look, this is even giving me a new stub, so I have to get that too. And it will just keep expanding and expanding until you're doing this for 8 hours. And this isn't even a service that runs. It's literally nothing, I hope. But we're going along the line here and we ran into a 3 key. Like, here's a 3 key right there. That's probably for something not background copy file. You know, come on, dude. In number of methods, 8. You know, 12 for this. So there's going to be 12 things with a long string like that just for this nasty right here. And this is probably Internet Explorer. Bitpeer cache. Okay, so that's like Windows Update. Background copy. It's just nasty. Maybe I just delete a couple here, and these are the ones it really needs. And there's no DLL yet. You'd have to take this stub But when I saw the 3 key for event system, it was the whole screen. I can't even think of the name now. I can't think of the first 3 letters of it, even though I like delete it so much. Funk disk. I usually go through and clear that out. But here's what it looks like. It looks like this ICOM stuff. And you're like, what the hell is that? Okay, QC events. ICOM exception. These are events, and they're new. I actually might have not got the whole event system on this kit that I'm making. I'm not going to delete those. You really don't want to mess with anything that says COM. You want to delete COM plus. So my kit goes for like COM plus and whatever the hell that is. It's like a facet of DCOM. When metadata. Oh yeah, we're messing with the bad stuff here. Like I shouldn't be messing with this folder, but whatever. Seems more of them are letting me delete. Oops, no. I don't know what I just deleted. So p.n service, like that, back, p and sim, got those. Back to the regedit. I should really restart before I make a mistake. Otherwise I probably won't be playing any more Rust today. I want to get through with this search. All I have to do is press delete on the root key and my Windows is gone. It will try to delete everything that it can instantly without even asking. And then afterwards it'll say the ones that it couldn't delete because permissions. Two more numbers after 8. This is insane. This is just like event system because it has so many of those like long underscore things at the top right. It's not English, it's like looks like it's a code, you know, with all those underscores. But if you were to just type event on your computer, you would not stop searching for like a year straight probably. You'd be sitting there doing what I'm doing right now for a year straight, every day, 8 hours a day. I have like years in this, but who cares about that? We are in the letters now. It's just events. I can see it up at the top right. Good thing we don't have to go through the whole alphabet. Hexadecimal is only A through F. I almost said A7IE, that's a band. I'm gonna restart and save it. I got nervous now. When DWM Desktop Window Manager is doing something, you leave it alone. Because it'll just say DirectX driver didn't load and your computer will never load again. That's what Windows needs to do to like see. Hopefully it doesn't have, okay, good. And we did delete something active there. So I know for sure it's going to be under 8,000 as soon as, yep, instantly. As soon as one service closed right there. So we're even under 30 processes now too. 27, excluding Utilman, which is what I'm using. Process Hacker renamed. So Steam can't get me. They think I'm just using the disability options to magnify the screen, but I'm really hacking processes. I'm a hacker now. So yeah, it's sitting at 7,900. 7,900. Zero ports open. There's nothing open on my internet until I decide to make a connection. Oh, I guess this doesn't open a port. Alright. Let's just try curl. Was it steampower.com? Well, I'm not going to curl anything. Actually, you know what? We'll curl Google. Oh yeah. We got the port 80 open. It did something. It went to Google through DOS. That's Google's IP right now. It's using the devil port. I have to restart now. The devil port got opened. After that, I'll head over to the Scrapland Destruction Power. I gotta go into the freezer and get a chicken pot pie, but boot to my USB stick and save the image, although I can't show it on cam. I can aim the camera at the screen though, if I wanted to. And then it doesn't have to use volume shadow copy to save your windows to an image because it's not open. That's the meaning of booting to the USB. And I will use the cleanup kit for DISM, and that gets all types of temporary files, caches, old drivers, your installer folder, the replaced WinSXS assembly. It does a hard link merge, so if it detects two files in the Windows folder somewhere that are the same, it just deletes one and tells Windows that I don't know exactly how the link works. It's not a junction though, and that's what I'm used to seeing. So Windows likes to create like a mirror, so like when you delete a file, it just can get back. Alright. I think that was the right one. E. Yep. Hard link backup. So I just delete the file. The program itself, DISM++, the Chinese tool that you edit your Windows images with, tells you that if you have a problem to just move the files back from hard link backup if your computer has a problem, but I don't do that. I just delete them. Surprisingly, a lot of them are from my GPU. F Master Pol 5. I'm on the 5th edition of this Windows I'm editing. Pure insanity. This is nowhere close to what it can be, though. I have like tons of stuff from my mouse and GPU in here that for the final script kit, you know, I'll have to extract what I did minus what was added by what I need to play the game and have my computer set up with GPU and Steam and Rust and everything. So I basically have to work with like no monitor on, basically, because as soon as it plug in a monitor, it's a file being added to the Windows image. Although how I make my scripts, you don't need to use my specific Windows image, but rather just run the file that will delete things. But the problem is with that, is Windows Update's going to go off sometime, and it's going to change tons of names. You're going to be using Windows 10.09651 instead of 650, and all the things that you try to delete will be wrongly named. So it would really be best to just jump on an image that I hadn't installed my GPU on, ran my script manually, made sure everything was perfect, and just saved it and locked Windows Update and completely disabled everything so that you just unzip the image. That's what I'm talking about. I'm talking about a zip file of Windows. It's not this DVD install setup, all this booting and stuff. You have to master BCD edit yourself. You have to be able to drop a Windows DVD into your hard drive and just tell your hard drive that's where it is. And if you already have Windows there, then your Windows is set up. You already have a tiny partition that is in FAT32. Your normal hard drive is NTFS, and it says where Windows is. And it's going to go, you know, hard drive 0, which is an ARC path for the ARC code language. Since Windows XP, it's said hard drive 0, partition 1, hard drive 1, partition 2, you know. And that ARC path is set to hard drive 0, where your hard drive is that you're going to drag the DVD to, and C/Windows, where Windows always goes. So the partition never needs to get formatted or changed, or letters for the hard drive, anything. Just go on a USB stick and boot to something, delete Windows, and drag a new DVD to it. And copy your C/users folder. Just rename users to Johnny, you know? And then when you install Windows, it might detect that and move it or something, but it won't delete it. And you'll be working with a fresh users folder, fresh everything. And Windows will be set up in such a way that you could just drag the files. And it's going to be elite. It's going to be the ultimate Windows that anyone could have ever used, which is the one that I have. So here, it's Windows. And I saved my images. So I'll show the images. It's obviously under 8,000. A couple hours of work. A couple services starting and closing. Go back down. 8,000 exactly. Alright, so Master Pol. These are the files I'm making. Here's a full image of the hard drive earlier. Here's a newer one. Then I made it into a WIM. As you can see, it's the default Windows image size. It's about 4 gigs. And moving on to Master Pol 5, it's getting bigger for some reason. I don't know why, but it's smaller than the original. And we just made this file right here. So that's my whole Windows hard drive, the whole C drive. And it only uses that because Windows uses this goofy system that's trash. And so it says right there that I'm using 15.5. So it's using all types of compression that is trash. So yeah, we got rid of, what was that? Look, it's still in there. It's bound to go in there, but there's nothing in it. I've owned it. It's done. TS-USB is done. All open ports are done. Them two things next to spaceport and the root and enum are done. Look at these ones. In the demand zone. So I left these even though if you were to jump on my script or use your own Windows and run my script, these aren't going to run no more. You have to install your drivers first. So I could literally delete these. I'm never going to be able to install a driver on this computer. I've already tried. I've tried to fix it. We got pnputil.exe, you know. Like this is how you install through DOS. I can't even, you know, I got devcon. There's all my drivers. There's my wall hack. There's my other wall hacks. No, I don't even have a lot of drivers. I deleted them all. Look at ACPI built-in TPM. That's being given by the BIOS. I know that for a fact. I can make it go away. Thanks for your choice. The microphone. They put that in the driver name. Okay. So let's just do like stability test, you know? Jump on, try and see what's going on. There's the Steam. I did a lot of talking earlier when my mic was broken. But that's how Steam loads when you have a problem. So I just load it that way manually. So I have like the most unique setup possible. The most tweaked and changed and altered to the benefit of performance that when I look at other people's games in Rust, they're getting like no frames a second compared to me. And it's not about frames a second. That's just what you see. The feel, the input. Like you can't detect that unless you're as fast as me and you know like something's up. Like you're not getting the shots that you're used to beating everyone and now your bullets aren't coming out fast. So one day I won't need auto hotkey. Got a lot of games on Steam. This is a lot for me. I mean, there's more, I just don't show them on there because I never play them. Where's everyone on Scrapland? What the heck? Oh, maybe they shouldn't have muted and banned everyone for no reason. I shouldn't be playing on a Texas server anyway. I don't live anywhere near there. If I typed Ohio, US East, Chicago. Yeah, I don't know about all this. Let's see who's on the Tommy Gun server. I don't know about them either. Go with what you know. Might look like the same frames, but it feels faster. I was in this area too. Only got like 70 frames. Have a Reese cup and a quick flight. Look at that. This was the base we had over here. That's kind of bot or something. Bots. Look at Zini. Thinks he's got a gun. Need to borrow your meds, Zini. He's in a bad spot. Oh, we got a rock to hide behind. Probably died. Permanently muting players. Awesome. Nice server. Yeah, I've never seen this hour of the day have so little players. Just back up. Was that a hacker? .47 meter. Okay, I didn't have my kit on. My mouse was blocked. Oh, there's so many down there. My thumb hurts too much to play right now. I must have lifted something. Feels good to have the fastest computer. Crappiest GPU though. So usually run Rust and test out hope I don't have a hard game. My thumb hurts so bad. get some ice. Best I could get was like snow. It's cold though. No mid. I'll play one-handed. A 13 win streak. Unlucky. We'll put my ice in the freezer with more water. It's a good idea. I need a yogi, a yogurt, tendies. It's a loss. This game's over. Not on my level, I guess. That's the Dota play right there. I killed CM in one shot. wondering how they saw me. Nice, all dead except me.
Oh boy. Peace bomb. Oh boy. Oh boy. Peace bomb.
Wow.